we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This film is so uncompromised in its weirdness. Single-mindedness. And it's also, I used to be an audience member before I was a programmer, and I remember 20 years ago being in the audience for the first Canadian screening with the first time it was seen with the proper soundtrack of Clerks. 20 years ago. But if you guys think that you're here for the new installment of the Clerks trilogy, what is it, the Clerks, like, no. Press pause. Because this film is something new, something daring, and let me introduce you to the director of Tusk, Kevin Smith!
Yeah, Kevin!
Thanks for coming tonight. This is going to be so weird. But before we do anything, I just want to do this. This whole movie has been about pushing whimsy, taking a stupid idea and seeing how far I could go, and it took me all the way here tonight, man. So I had another stupid idea a couple weeks ago. Dream I had where basically it was me and a sea of walruses. So I asked the folks at 824 if they could help me do it, and they've been so fucking cool about it. So a lot of you, I believe, have walrus masks. I know this won't beat the Oscar selfie, but for me, this would be a huge achievement, man. If for no other reason to be like, I had a dream once where there were a bunch of walruses, and I got a bunch of people if I could put on the walrus mask, man. I put the bar real low, you gotta understand. I don't aim high, obviously, you saw Cop Out. Let's put him on real quick, and then I'm gonna turn around, and he's gonna get me in it as well, because I'm gonna put this up online. It's not technically a selfie if somebody else does it, but I'm not really a kid, so here we go. If you need something to think about, project your dreams and hopes on my bald spot right here.
Tell him, Steve, Dave.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, folks. It was a wonderful intro. I want to get the screening started right away. Naturally, that you guys are ready to go, and I so want to sit down. I've been dreaming about watching this with people and stuff. I cannot fucking wait. But before we do that, I do have to answer the question. A lot of people are going, why the fuck would you make this movie and stuff? What is this movie really about? I'm going to tell you right now, because I believe in being completely honest. The only way I know how to do this job anymore is kind of put my dark thoughts and scary shit and the things that make me nervous, just put them out on Front Street. For example, I'm wearing a pair of shorts that have a tear in them tonight. And the tear is in a really glad place right between my legs. And I have real cottage cheese thighs. So there will be certain points in the evening where if I sit down, blubber will come out of my fucking pants and stuff. So I've been thinking about that the whole night, but I was like, fuck it, I can't wait to show them the walrus movie. So this is what I do. This is what I wanted to share with you. People ask, what is this about? What is it about? This movie, ladies and gentlemen, I swear to you, above all else, many things, you can make whatever you want, but this is a love story. It's a love story about a 5-year-old boy who came to a country far away with his parents and his brother and sister, who his parents said, we're going to Niagara Falls. I said, where's that? They said, Canada. I said, where's Canada? They said, it's a whole different country, just up there. And they put us into a car, and we went up to Niagara Falls, and there I was in this strange world where literally you could speak American and they understood it. And it was full, like the cops wore red and rode horses and stuff like that. And then most impressively, it was a nation of daredevils, because there was people who would get in barrels and go over Niagara Falls. So for me, when I went to Canada, I was like, this is where I want to grow up and die. It's just... full of adventurous, mysterious, dangerous, edgy people, you know, at age 5 and stuff. So I've always been in love with the country in a big bad way. Tusk, I got to do at a certain point in my career where I obviously just don't give a fuck anymore.
No.
But remember, kids, that's where the good art comes from. Anyway, for me to kind of get to the place where I can make this movie, it's the only reason I did it, the only reason we're in the midst of doing another one. I just walked off a set 12 hours ago to come here. The only reason we're going to do a movie next year, which is Jaws with a moose, called Moose Jaws. But the only reason I'm doing all this, number one, is because I put up a tweet and said, hey, if you think this idea of Tusk sounds cool, hashtag walrus yes, and a lot of you did that, took the time. And because you gave me a pat on the back and said, fuck it, let me try it. But when I tried it, what I said was like, because the podcast was set in England, what I wanted to do was, I've always loved Canada. I've always wanted to do Canada. I've been working on this Hit Somebody miniseries for years. So I said, this is my chance to finally do Canada. So Tusk is nothing if not a Valentine to the true North, ladies and gentlemen.
Canada will do you right back.
We'll Q&A afterwards. I know I have a lot to answer for.